Well, g'day, and welcome back again to Yunfu, and we are still in Luoding. And we're going to take a little bit of a stroll this morning. It's about 9:30 in the morning, very cloudy day. Looks like we might have some rain heading our way sometime soon. Just after we finished at the shopping centre last night, we saw all that thunder and lightning happening last night. Went for a walk through the shopping centre, and on the way home it belted down. So I don't know, it looks like we might have more rain here today. It is much cooler, but we'll see how we go. Just wanted to give you a little bit of information about this place. There's very little available online, so here's what we could find. So this place has been inhabited for up to 10,000 years. So 10,000 years ago, ancient peoples were here already. So yeah, there's been people here for a long time. There's a famous rock carving here called the Long Anyan Grottos, which we will try and find out where they are. This city actually borders Guangxi province. It's 2,300 square kilometers with a population of just shy of 960,000. We are currently in a park area. So we can see here there's lots of play equipment for kids, exercise gear, all that sort of stuff going on. Basketball courts up the back. We have a big public square over to our left here, which we have lots of people hanging around in here. So actually we might take a stroll down this way. So we have a couple of people set up little massage stalls to give people neck and shoulder massages here, I saw happening earlier. Over here we've got people getting a foot massage. So, and then things being sold. We've got tents set up out the middle here with scooters. Looks like it's a scooter company selling stuff. A couple of young ladies here playing badminton. And then over the other side of this square, we have what looks like a big children's play area. Hello, how are you? I'm very excellent. Australia. Far away. So, friendly couple of people. So, yeah, as I said last night, I was talking to the people at the school, and I asked them how many foreigners actually live here. And they mentioned, yeah, there might be a couple of Japanese people around, but as for foreigners here in Luoding, must get that pronunciation right, there's not a lot of them. So we've got a few different amusement rides in here, different things going on. We've got a couple of kids about to go in the bumper cars by the look of it. But we'll keep on walking. So another big public square here. We've got a heap of people gathered around the sides of here doing karaoke stuff, which yeah, looks fun. And then we've got pathways up here through the through sort of the grass and the trees. Same on the other side. And plenty of people out here walking around. It's still school holidays here in China for another week or so. So directly in front of us here is that shopping centre that we saw last night. So yeah, we're going to go for a little walk around town. We're not going to film the whole walk, but as we come across things that we find interesting, we'll pull the camera out again and give you a look around. So stick with us. We're going to go for a stroll, just walking around random city streets, see what we can find. Hopefully we can come across some sort of museum or historical places or whatever. We'll see what we can stumble across on our travels. Okay, so we're now down. We're quite a ways behind that park that we were at a couple of minutes ago. So that park is sort of down this way, probably a couple of kilometers away. We're on this fairly substantial road here. We're actually heading down this way, there's a river down here. We're going to go and have a look at the river down there, but I just saw this big gate here, so I figure this may well be some sort of like a market street. So we'll go and have a look in here and see what we can find down here. So yeah, big old gate sitting up here at the beginning to this road, and we'll have a look at what we can see. A lot of bikes, as always, parked on the side of the road. It's yeah, it's an interesting little trip. Okay, so this guy is doing something to some kind of nuts. Not sure what they are. We have sort of discount clothing place over here. We have a fish or seafood place over here. Plenty of restaurants and stuff. Little hairdresser down the back there by the look of it. It's yeah, it's a fascinating place here. It's sort of a mix between this sort of quite old sort of buildings and a lot of new stuff. There seems to be a lot of work going on, a lot of road works going on. There's a lot of fixing things up, a lot of work with you know, the electrical lines, a lot of work with the underground plumbing and stuff going on everywhere. There's a lot of building going on. So I think if we were to come back and visit in maybe 5 years, I think this place would be a very, very different place from what we're seeing today. There's a lot of new roads sort of when you get sort of just out onto the edges of the city. There's a lot of new roads being constructed, a lot of new apartment buildings being built. So yeah, there's heaps and heaps of stuff going on all around the place. It's a yeah, it will be a very, very interesting place to come back and have a look at, you know, in 5 years or 10 years to see how much it's changed, because I think just from appearances, it looks to me that this is a city that is sort of undergoing a lot of upgrades and improvements at the moment. What we've got in front of us is a big building, big open area underneath this building by the look of it. We'll get up there and we'll have a look at what we can see in there. But like I say, we are heading down this river. The river looks to sort of really wind its way through the city. It's a very windy river. Looks very interesting. Oh, we've got a sign up here indicating we've got go-karts, so that's always worth a look if they're proper go-karts, not those electric things that operate in very, very tight spaces. So big market area under here by the look of it, so you can see lots of meat, fruit and veg stalls through there. We might just duck quickly inside here, have a quick look through, and then we'll get back out onto the main road heading up towards this river. So plenty of stuff for sale around here, and then we're going from that into quite a nice area. We've got a parking area. Okay, we might carry on through here and see what else we've got up the back. So we've got a parking area, underground parking here. Well, it's not actually underground, it's just under the building. It is above ground. We'll wait for this bike to slide on by us. He's coming in the door, so we'll get out of his way. Right, and from here we want to keep heading around to our right. So yeah, from here we're back into the markets through this way. And then it looks like there's a heap more shopping outside once we get outside. Yeah, Yeah, another interesting little spot here in China. It is, as I've said before, my favourite places to see. We might duck up this way, get up to this road up here and see where we wind up. As I've said before, my favourite places to go in China are these little communities that don't really cater to Western visitors. A lot of Westerners don't know of these places, and they're fascinating to go and see because they're not putting on some sort of act, trying to entice tourists, doing all that sort of stuff. They're just being who they are, true to themselves, and it's absolutely fantastic. I really don't generally enjoy getting to places like, Guangzhou, Shenzhen. They can be fun to go through for a couple of days, but I wouldn't want to live in those places. Absolutely not. And I wouldn't even want to stay terribly long. Whereas little places like this can be really, really good. Right, let's try and work our way across this road here. It's some of these roads, as we walk around these streets, some of the roads are really, really quiet, and others are just chaos. And then some of them are really quiet, but then a traffic light down the road will start and there'll be chaos for 30 seconds. And then the street's totally empty again. It is, yes, it's pretty amazing to watch. Oh, I think that was a tobacco seller we just passed. Might duck back and have a look there later on. It's one thing we don't really see much of here is just raw tobacco for people to buy and smoke. It's all sort of pre-made cigarettes. Yeah, I've seen very, very little sort of, like pipe tobacco or rolling tobacco. It's not a very common thing here, which is probably a good thing. Right, so I think from here we're back onto the street where we started this little segment on, just up ahead of us. So from there we're going to turn left, we're going to carry on, and we're going to try and find this river. So stick with us, there'll be plenty more still to come. Okay, so we're still on this same road here, but what we're going to do is we're going to duck down to our left here, down through this little alleyway, and down through here, according to my map, there's a series of lakes hidden behind these buildings. So we're going to go down, just have a little look down here on our way through. Oh wow, so we've got, you see we've got a lot of these old red brick buildings, a really old style. Oh, and then we've got a mud brick looking building right up the back there. Old buildings. But we're going to try and work our way through here somehow, somewhere, and try and find this water. Oh, so we've got some old remains of old buildings here, which looks really cool. And then a lot of newer stuff. So see, we've got a little bit of a yard in the front here. So this is the sort of place I love, these little old communities, going and exploring some of the stuff. So we've got a new place being built here. I can hear workers upstairs doing something. Oh, another of these. See, this here looks, oh, we've got a little worship area out there, a little incense area out the front. So, and then some sort of worship area in here. It's let's go around to our left here. Actually, we'll duck around this way. Because yeah, judging from the map, it looked like there was a whole series of lakes running through this little area. Oh, what are these? Looks like little waterways with little archways over the top. I wonder if that's... No, I don't know. I was thinking maybe some sort of old bridge used to run across the top of them, but I don't know. Also, we've got gardens down here, vegetable gardens and the like. Big bamboo stand here. Another of these old, I don't know what this would have been. So there's another wall running through just on the inside here. Old rock wall up the back. Wow, it's a nice little place. After being on that rather busy road, just getting behind them buildings, we're out into this really quiet little area. Absolutely gorgeous. More of these old style buildings. The wooden, well, bamboo. No, it's not bamboo, but wooden beams in the... Oh, we've got chickens in here. It's a chicken coop. Hello there, chickens. They look fair size. Probably ready to be eaten sometime soon. I wonder if there's more animals in here with this netting over the window. So, right, we're going to carry on this way, duck through where this car's coming through. I would have thought we'd have found this lake by now. I should be on my 360 camera so I can be looking at my map. But we're also not far now. Oh, more of this old stuff here. Looks really cool. So we are now not far from the river as well. The river's sort of off to our right. Probably I don't know, 300 or 400 yards up the way. But here we go, we've got a lake in front of us. Got a little seamstress shop here making something. Okay, so here's one of these little lakes down in here. And we can see it extends onto a second one further out. We've got this rock with this writing on. I don't know what this says. That looks really good with the lily pads in the middle there. And we can see, as we've seen in other places, the houses built right up to the edge. Right up to the edge of the lake. Oh, and then over the other side here, there's more water running through here. So yeah, we've got this lake, and then we've got another one further up beyond that. So we might get to the other side of this lake and see if we can turn right somewhere up here and keep heading our way, winding our way up towards the river. I do love this. The same, there's places like this in Sing Sing, and yeah, I love these places where you've sort of got the city all around, but then you get behind the sort of buildings on the main road and you've got, you know, these little communities. There's waterways and lakes and whatnot in the middle. And you know, if you're a visitor and you weren't using a map app like I am, you'd never know about this stuff. It'd just be hidden away. Okay, we're going to carry on up here. We might get up towards sort of, there must be a main road up here. We'll get up towards this main road and turn right up there. Yeah, these little sort of hidden communities, hidden away behind everything, are just really fascinating little places to go and look at. That's one thing I find with a lot of the Chinese people that I talk to and that I meet. when they go places, they sort of drive everywhere. They don't do this just sort of wandering around, walking around. And I think they miss a lot. You know, I've said, you know, we'll be going somewhere 2 or 3 kilometres away and they'll say, let's walk. And they go, no, get in the car. It's like, well, you know, if you walk, yeah, it takes a bit longer. You got to use up a bit of energy. Get up here on the side. Oh, we've got another lake down the back here. And again, places built right up to the edge of the water. It's great. That'd be a great sort of spot to live. Being able to sit out in your back sort of yard area and just look over the water. Spectacular. Yeah, people just get in their cars to go places. I always say to them, look, get out and walk there, because there's so much to see on the way. And I guess if you come from China, this sort of stuff is very, very ho-hum. But I still get a kick out of walking through these sort of places, you know, 7 years later, coming and finding these little hidden communities that are hidden away. It's pretty cool. And like other places that we've been, if you so this car on our left here, as we can see by the number plate, the green number plate, is an electric car. And yeah, there's heaps of charging points around here. So even these little, I don't even know what tier you'd call them, you know, Jiaqing's the 3rd tier city. What's this, 4th, 5th tier city? I don't know. But even these little places, the infrastructure now for your electric cars and stuff is really good. More of these old buildings. I don't think they're lived in at all anymore. They don't look lived in. And then we come out of there and we're back onto a fairly main street again. So we're going to spin around to our right. I've got a feeling just the other side of these buildings will be the river. But we're going to try and get up to the end here where the river does a big curve around. And yeah, we're going to sort of walk around from up here where we run into the river. We're going to sort of walk around to the left and follow the river around a little way. So stick with us. We'll get back to you once we get up to the river. Okay, so we're now up. Just on our left here we have the river. On the other side of the road. And then the river sort of curves around here behind the other side of this hill. But before we go and have a look at the river, we're going to take a little stroll up this way, up on top of the hill. It looks like this might be some kind of a park. And before we go up, sort of looking around the river area, I would like to find a bit of shade, just to go and sit down for 10 minutes. Because, okay, maybe not so much of a park up here. It just looks overgrown. So we have a little temple area in here again. And then, yeah, okay, so there's nothing there. Back down the stairs. Oh, we can sort of see the river a bit better from up here, winding its way through the city. I can hear music off to our right, so there's somebody doing a bit of karaoke. Sounds like Chinese opera style sort of stuff. So I'm wondering if that means there's a park up around here somewhere. Hopefully there is somewhere we can go and sit down, get out of this sun. So I said at the beginning of this video, I Much more cloudy, it looked like it was going to rain. It was much, much cooler earlier. But as that sun's risen, it's burning a lot of the cloud off. You know, it was totally overcast earlier, and there's a lot of blue starting to appear. And that sun's starting to warm up a whole lot. So, see more of these old buildings up the back here, and then we've got a new place being built in front of them. So, yeah, it's a shame that a lot of this old style stuff, or this one's nice and out the front. But a lot of these places, when they build new places, they build places in front of them. Oh, what do we got here? One day cake, coffee, cake and tea. A lot of these old places, when they build these new spots, the old places end up hidden behind these new buildings, which is a little bit of a shame. Wow, look at this one down here. The big crest up on the roof. Oh, we've got chickens off to our right there. Yeah, so definitely very old style building here. They are amazing. And then you can see just behind them the ultra modern apartment buildings. New apartment buildings going up over there. It's yeah, like I said earlier, there's a heap of construction going on here. Here's these chickens down here that we heard. Hello fellas, or ladies, I'm guessing. So yeah, trying to decide what we're going to do. So we've got a bridge just up the road here. We might actually cross this bridge and then try and walk around the curve a little bit of the river. You know, being on the outside of the curve, we're probably going to have a better look at what's going on, rather than being on the inside of the curve and not really being able to see terribly much. And then it looks like on the other side we can actually get down. So okay, so we've got a nice park area over here. So once we get over the river, we can go and sit down and chill out, get out of the sun for 5 or 10 minutes. And we've got a nice little viewing area down here. But I don't think it's going to be the best view. We're going to, like I say, work our way around the corner on the other side of the bridge. So we must have an old tower somewhere just around the corner here. Well, we'll definitely try and get over there and have a look at that. Hold on, let's go back. Have a look. Is that the... So that's on the inside of the river. So, oh, okay. So we are now... I think we are about here. Yeah, okay, so we've got a bridge here. So this will be this bridge in front of us. So it looks like in here there's a tower and maybe a bit of a park in here. So, okay, we will stay on the inside of the river, and then maybe we can cross the river later and head down there. So we will want to try and get over this road here, which it's not really busy, but there is sort of constant traffic coming, so it may well be a bit of a dodge to get over here. We'll see how we go. We've got a bit of a gap this way. Okay, we're going to duck behind this white car. Okay, good timing. Okay, so down in here we have a driving school. So we'll get out a little bit, get around a little bit further. I'll show you these cars, because You do see these everywhere. So these cars down here do indicate a driving school. So if you're ever out on the road somewhere in China and you see these are learner drivers. So give them a bit of time and a bit of space, because they are trying to learn how to drive. Okay, so now we are going to try and get, just up ahead here, we have an entrance into this parkway, and we're going to go and have a look at that and see. Okay, so we've got a walking path around the back here. Yeah, so those learner drivers, they sort of hunt in packs. We were out on the road yesterday, and a couple of times we came across, you know, a dozen cars like that, all driving at like 15, 20 kph. And yeah, everybody, you know, nobody, you never get people blasting the horn at them. You know, you see learner drivers with the L plates on in Australia, people get frustrated at them and start blasting the horn and stuff, speeding past them. Here, people tend to give them a lot more time, don't rush them, they understand that they're learning, and you know, they look after them. It's very good. Okay, so we're going to head down to our left down here. So again, all the signs in Chinese. And then if we walk around this path to our back behind us, we might come across that tower. But just up ahead of us down here, we have some sort of monument built. So we're going to go down and have a look here first, and then we'll walk back down this way. Hello. Hello. Always friendly. They yeah, come to a place like this, people are always saying hello. They often don't know how to say much more than that, but they're always pleased and excited to see a foreigner in their area. Walking around the shopping centre last night, it's amazing the looks I was getting from everybody. Oh, here we go. Health advice. Serving chopsticks is a must when dining with others. Staying healthy by using a pair of serving chopsticks. It's another thing you often see around China. In random places you'll see random little messages like that, which is probably a good thing, just to remind people of healthy habits or safe habits. It's not all about health, sometimes it's about safety. Yeah, eating last night, they actually had serving chopsticks on each dish that was going around the table, which I don't know that I've very often seen before. Most of the time, people just use the chopsticks they're eating with and grab what they want to grab. So I have this big stone here with a pond, which is empty at the moment, unfortunately. It'd be nice to see that full and operating. And then getting down to our left, down to the riverfront, so we can see the river winding its way down to the left down there. Looks like, okay, no, they've blocked them steps off, but it looks like we've got work going on the other side here, working on the riverfront, building up pathways and stuff, I would imagine. Okay, so we've got more steps here, but yeah, they're blocked off at the moment, so they must be doing some work. I wonder how these guys were affected by the flooding that we saw in Jiaqing, how bad it got here. Another big, can't tell you what this all says, but and then we've got these big poles, plinths, I don't know what you call them, big uprights with these different carvings in them. They look pretty cool. And there's a heap of these, all different sorts of things. Also, we've got a big tower on this one. That looks cool. That's really nice. Yeah, the school we were at last night, we had the sort of big boss of the school there, as well as the headmaster. And the boss, the guy who sort of funds the school, you know, he must be some sort of private businessman, because it is a private school. He was really happy to meet me, because we're both Year of the Tiger, 1974. Wow, that's cool. That's really nice. I love this. I love seeing this sort of stuff. What do they got on the other side of this one? Okay, it's just writing. So that must be something to do with the revolution, I imagine, when the Communist Party took charge. Puppy dog walking up, well, puppy dog, a dog walking up behind us. Okay, so we're going to follow this path around, and we should wind our way down behind that driving school that we saw earlier. These paths down here as well are something you often see around the place. Just pebbles embedded into the concrete, which when you walk on, give your feet a nice little massage. They are really good, even through your shoes. I've got one of these at school, which if I'm out and about in my thongs, or flip-flops for those of you not from Australia, just so that we don't get the wrong impression of me. Yeah, walking in your thongs and stuff, or thin sandals, it's really nice on the feet. Oh, they do feel good. Okay, and then we're coming up to this driving school on our left, and we can see the river here bending around to the left, so it's going to wind up back around at that bridge that we walked past earlier. Also, we've got banana trees around the back of the driving school here. So if we can get a decent view through here. So they've got a ramp built up in here. We can see a car just going up there now, where they practice their hill starts and things like that. Oh yeah, we should be able to get a look through here. So yeah, we've got this ramp in the back there with a car stopped on there now. Little driving paths around the place where they can just practice their basic car control, staying within the lines, and then they head out onto the road. And they've all got, actually, if we look at these cars over here, a lot of the cars have actually got GPS units and stuff on the top of the cars. I'm not actually sure what they monitor, but I don't know whether it's so that, so if we look at the top of this car here, you see on the front and on the back of the roof, they've got those GPS units. So I don't know if it's just to monitor the students, if it's so that when they get back after being out on the road, the teacher can load that stuff up on the computer and actually go through with the student what they were doing at this point and that point, what they did right, what they did wrong. Yeah, no idea. And then the other side of the river, right, just at this point, is just trees and stuff going right down, but it looks like, judging from the work they're doing over here, looks like they're looking at building a path right the way through here, probably going to join on with this pathway over the other side there, which is where we're going to wind up. So we're going to get over to the bridge over here. Okay, so there's the bridge there in front of us. We'll get over the bridge, get into that park area, and we're going to sit down and have a little rest. So after we've had a little break over there, we'll come back to you and continue on our walk along the river and see what other little park areas they've got along the way here, or what else we can see. Stick around. Okay, so we've sat down, had a rest. We're going to go for a walk down along the river here. So this over here is back the way we've come, over the bridge and back around the bottom down there. See a digger down there. So they're doing work on both sides of the river. We're going to follow this little path around this way. One thing they're missing a trick on. It'd be nice to have ferry rides going from somewhere to somewhere else along the river. That'd be a nice little boat ride. So we can see over the other side of the river there. So up along the top here is a walkway. And we can see a bit of an area to get closer down to the water down here. And then looks like some sort of little town square sort of thing over there, which you might be able to see when we get a bit closer. Along here, tennis tables back behind us. We've got a lot of exercise equipment and stuff, but it's a bit hot for people to be out doing this now. It's funny, I watched a video. They were talking about the, I think it was about the medal tallies in the Olympics, and they touched on the whole drug scandal thing with the swimmers and the American athletes who are being given basically given permission, if they turn informant, to carry on racing when they've been using drugs, which, as I said in an earlier video, I think is just wrong. Either everybody's allowed or nobody's allowed. But somebody made a comment about how well China did, equaling America with the gold medal tally. And somebody who I guess was an American made the statement, oh yeah, but that's, America wins all the things that people care about, like swimming, track and field, rah-de-rah. Well, you didn't do so well in the swimming this time. And he was making the statements that China wins things that nobody cares about, like table tennis. And I had to reply to that. I replied to him, said, look, maybe nobody in America cares about table tennis, but you've got a population of, what is it, 320, 330 million in America. There's 1.4 billion people here. And I promise you, these guys care about table tennis. More table tennis table in here. Looks like these guys have just finished playing. They have, yeah, the guy here's got his tennis bats. So, yeah, it's funny how people get into their little bubble. This guy is saying no one cares about table tennis. Well, you look at the amount of table tennis tables set up around China. Can we get down to the... No, there's not a path along there. I think it just goes to the river and stops. Yeah, when you come out of an evening time in pretty much any town or city here in China, and you come down and look at these exercise areas where they have table tennis tables, the table tennis tables are always in heavy use. So I'd be willing to bet there's a hell of a lot more people care about table tennis in China than there are Americans in America that care about track and field or swimming. I'd be willing to bet there's a hell of a lot more in China of people that care for table tennis than there are people in America. So yeah, people who sort of think that way, maybe get out of your bubble a little bit. I would have probably thought very similarly before I actually came to China and saw just how popular some of these sports are, and it does give you a different perspective. I would hope everybody gets gets out of their own little bubble occasionally and goes and looks at things, whether it's going to another country or just looking at issues within politics and stuff. Oh, we got a stuck down in here and have a little look. Got a heap of incense burning little area here by the river. Oh, and we've got a little frog hopping around down here. See if we can... Hello, little fella. Can we make him move so that we can see him a bit clearer? Here. There he goes. Got a couple more of them down in there. But these incense, lots of incense been burnt. Heaps of these little areas. Wow, there's a heap of frogs bouncing around on the ground down here. They're very well hidden. They're going to be very, very hard to try and catch in the camera, so we're not going to bother. Oh, here's another one. Oh wow, there's a stack of them down here. And they're tiny little things. Okay, back up along the road. Yeah, as I was saying, get out of your bubbles. Try and look at things from a different perspective. And you might get a more well-rounded view on whatever issue or whatever place you've got views on. It's a good thing. Try and see things from the other side. So what I always say, anytime I sort of say something about China, living in China that I don't really like, I always try and remember to say, look, this is my perspective, it's my opinion from my sort of background. And it's not that my opinion is right or should count any more than anybody else's opinion. It's just my opinion. And I always try and look at, okay, why are things different here? What's the reason? Is it cultural? Is it historical? Is it because of the amount of people here where things just have to be a bit different? What's the reason that makes the Chinese people do things that I find strange in the way that they do them? So just looking up to the right here, you can see through these trees, lots of brand new apartments up here. Look like they go quite the way along the river. So we're going to shut off there. We're going to get down the river a little bit further, and we'll come and have one last little chat with you and show you one little bit more. Okay, so we've found this little pathway down closer to the river down here. Just up here is a restaurant, which would be a nice place to go and eat of an evening. Nice view from there. And then we are heading to this bridge up in front of us. That's where we're sort of going to cross the road back to the other side. Looks like we've got some sort of park area over here. So we're probably going to walk around. So just up ahead, just up beyond the bridge, this bit of river does another big zigzag back around the other way, back on itself. So we're going to go for a little bit of a walk around there. See if we can see that tower that we saw in the picture back earlier. Back in where we first sort of got down towards the river. Because, it wasn't back in the last place where I thought it might have been. So maybe this is it up here. It is getting warm. Getting warm, it's gotten warm. Hey. So yeah, we're basically going to go get around that corner, have a look, see if we can see this tower. Here's another of these classic views, old building here, and then the new apartments up the back behind it. Just always amazes me. Looks like over here, looks like a big walkway, covered walkway. So we'll go and have a look at what's happening over there when we get over the bridge and finish up over there, I think. And then we're going to head back to the hotel, go and have a bit of an afternoon kip before we head out and see what else we can find around here. It's definitely a place I want to come back sometime, have a look at a little bit further. See what else we can see around here. I'm willing to bet there's a lot of people walking along these paths of an evening time. It is too hot for people to be out now. You won't find many people out and about at this time of day, on a day like today here. Only the crazy people like me. Oh, what's this big? Okay, it might be the big entrance to a housing area up here. We've got a path back down to the river on our left. We might just stay up here for just a minute. No, we won't. We'll go down. I'm pretty sure that gate area is going to be heading up into them apartment buildings. No, we'll go and have a look. Damn, we're only here once. We'll get over there and have a look at what's going on. All right, duck over behind this silver car. And see what's up this hill. Or maybe this is just by those apartment buildings and there's a park up here or something. I guess we'll see. No, it looks like it is going into the apartment buildings. Okay, we won't worry about that. Right, we'll try and find a way. We'll get back over the road. Try and find our way down toward the river. Oh, we might have a little path down here by the look of it, maybe. Okay, we might be able to work our way around there somehow, if we're lucky. Can we get around there? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, back up the top. Oh, look at this old building in here. Didn't even notice this coming down. Man, it'd be so good to see some of these places fixed up. See people living in these places again. Spend a bit of money on them. Keep the look, keep the style, but just fix them up so they're functional and workable. Jesus, the sweat's blinding me. It's pretty full on. Yeah, okay, so it looks like a pretty big apartment complex in here. Okay. It's like a little eating place on our left, a little cafe. And then car repairs. So yeah, at this point, the river's basically doing another 180-degree turn. What we'll do is actually, as we're talking, and I'll try and remember to do this in the edit, we'll actually we'll do a screen recording on my phone. We'll pull up the map and sort of show you where Jiaqing is and where we are, and show you how this river runs through the city. Okay, can we get down to the water down here? No, it doesn't look like it. So, here's the map here. If we look on our left, this is Jiaqing, where we live, where we come from. And then if we zoom out and zoom back in towards where we are now, this here is Luoding, and then you can see the river winding its way through the city, having a grand old time. Oh, looks like we've got a bit of a lake down in here. So we've got a little community in here. We've got heaps of chickens running around down the bottom here. Oh, we've got a couple over here ready to fight. So I wonder if we take a little stroll down through here, whether we can find our way back to the river. Or, yeah, we will. We'll duck down through here, have a little look what we can see. Bark, 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 bark. They're all checking me out. Oh, look at the foreigner. Here's a funny looking man. And this waterway through the middle here. Looks splendid. There's a chicken down here just laying down and chilling out on his side. Okay, and we've got more water through in front of us here. So no, I don't think we're going to be able to get to the river through here somehow. Okay, back up we go. We'll keep going, find our way through. We'll get there one way or t'other. We've got a couple little plastic boats down in here. They don't look in good condition if I'm being honest. But it'd be nice if we've got kids, a couple little boats for them to get out and paddle around on the water on. Okay. So we'll, I think we get around this corner. We will find our way back to what we're looking for, and then work our way back to the left, looking back for that bridge. Okay, sign, no swimming in the lake. I would hope that would be fairly obvious. Oh, what's this on our right here? Wow. So it looks like we've got an area being built. It's not complete yet, it's under construction. But wow, this looks like it's going to be a really nice little spot. Wow, yeah, these buildings look really good. So looks like they're doing this area probably going to be some sort of, there's going to be sort of touristy shops, restaurants and that sort of thing, I would imagine. Maybe sort of museum spaces in there and that sort of thing as well. Looks interesting. So another place to look at coming back in a couple of years and seeing what's happened there. Yeah, that construction does look really, really nice and probably not far from being finished. Hey, Oh, this is the bridge right in front of us. Hey, that worked out really well. Okay, so we're going to get over the bridge and then we're going to go and have a look. There's some more of these old buildings down through here in this little community just on the bend of the river. Actually, no, the bend in the river would be further over to our right now. I thought we were a bit further around, but no, that makes sense. Okay. Sounds like there must be a bird shop just back behind us. There's a lot of birds tweeting over our right shoulder, over the other side of the road, but I can't see anything that looks like a sort of bird shop. But it certainly sounds like that. Okay. So up and over the river again we go. So we're not going to find that tower. We might go and have a look for that another day. Another time when we're here. Because we will definitely be back. I'm going to come back and do something in this school here at some point. Go and meet some new students and yeah, have a good time, play them a few songs and talk about Australia and stuff. Oh, there's that tower that we were looking for. Okay, we might actually leave this because that just looks like concrete over the road. It's it looked like a bit more from the other side, but looks like we can go into these towers. I can see staircases in, so maybe we can go in there, climb up, get a bit better view over the river, but we don't need to do that. I would rather go and find this tower, go and have a look in this tower. So we're going to go and see if we can get up close and personal with this thing. I did notice a path heading back down towards the river just on the other side of the bridge here. So hopefully, right, what do we got coming behind us? There's nothing coming behind us, so we are going to duck out behind this bike, in front of this car, and work our way down to the river and go and find that tower. Whee! Oh, it looks like quite a spacious area down here. Nice big town square area. Okay, let's get down and we'll have a good look. Oh, someone fishing in the river down here. Which, yeah, I've said before in Jiaoqing, I don't know that I'd want to eat something that's come out of that river. It really doesn't look terribly clean. But I guess if you're sort of used to eating that stuff, I guess you build up an immunity to it and you'd be fine. I do wonder if somebody came from, you know, somewhere where your food is, you know, very regulated and very clean and stuff, and came to China, how they'd fare with the food, whether they'd really struggle to stay healthy. Oh, this looks like, I think it is, this looks like a bottle brush tree. Oh, it is. Here we got just the remnants of the flowers here. So Australian tree that they do love here in China, because the bottle brush, very, very red flowers, and red being a very powerful color here in China. Red is very much a loved color. So the bottle brush plants We had a lot of them in our old school out at Dinghu, the old Dinghu campus. And they were very, very popular. Right, where's this tower? It must be just here somewhere. These trees must have been here for a while. This bottle brush is a huge big thing. So it's been here for quite a few years. Okay, we might have a park area up on our right. Just trying to see through the trees if we can see that tower somewhere. It must be up there. Okay, we're going to walk up here, get up towards the road a little bit. See if we can get a better view of where it might be. Hey, hey, hey. Up the hill. Goodness me. Right, get around the other side of this toilet block. Ah, so in here is the that area that we saw that was under construction. In here is the back of that area. Oh, and here on our left, right here, is this tower. I don't know how well we're going to be able to see. Oh no, we've got people up in there. So we might actually be able to walk up in there and have a look. So we'll duck over the road here first. Have a look in here. We won't go right in, but we'll have a quick squiz of what's going on. So yeah, all under construction, but all new buildings, and they look fantastic. They look really, really nice. We've got these plaques along the side of the square here. Big entry statement here, which, okay, so we've got the year 1624 in there, 1616, 1611 up the top here. But not able to read much more of it. We'll have to come with someone who can do some translation for us. All right. So we've got a bunch of people knocking around in here in the shade, keeping cool. And then this tower just looks absolutely glorious. Oh, we've got pigeons. You can hear them cooing. Pigeons on the roof in here. Okay, we're going to see if we can find our way inside here somehow. See if we have a way in. Somewhere around this wall. Oh, here we go. Oh, so we've got a little shop in here selling stuff. And then a little garden around here. Looks really good. Oh, the Buddha here. Oh, and then we've got an old scroll on the wall down the back here. Can't tell you what it says, unfortunately. And then we have, okay, so we have a temple area inside here. We're not going to go in there because that'd be not the right thing to do. Lots of burning area here. Oh, we got some old pieces of wood protected in the glass here, so I'm not sure. There's no signage saying what, oh, there's a little sign down the bottom here, but not much knowledge of what that is. Okay, so let's go and have a look up the stairs here. Oh, let's just, these inscriptions here on the side of the wall. So I don't know what these are all about, but they do look old. Oh, so let's have a look inside here. Oh, so it's another little worship area. Okay, so we won't hang in here. We'll get out of here. Don't want to go filming in places where people might take offense. And then up here we have stairs heading upstairs. So no smoking, no smoking indoors. So maybe if we're out on the veranda it's okay. No, we'll avoid that. Oh wow, these are steep, steep steps. Oh, so it's another worship area here. Lots of these statues around. Really cool. And then upstairs we go. Okay, so according to this, the arrow, we go around to our right. So we have a look around at the river there. Well, you can't see much of it, there's a lot of trees in the way. Oh, we've got another pathway inside there. We'll keep going around the outside. Got people coming through there, so we'll let them come through and we'll go around, come in the other side. I don't know if we can get up to the higher levels. It does. Okay, we have got steps up here to go up higher, so we will go up further. But before we do, just have a look what's in here. Okay, so it looks like each level is going to be one of these little worship areas, but we won't stick around in them. Okay, let's go further on up. See how high we can actually go in here. It'd be nice to get all the way to the top if we can. Hope the thing doesn't fall down on us. Although I'm sure it's been standing for a long time, so it's probably pretty safe. Hey, they are steep steps. Oh, now we're getting a better look at the river. Getting up above them trees. Okay, it says here again, another arrow around this way. So we'll carry on around. Okay, so we've got another worship area inside here. And then I'm guessing we'll have another staircase. We have got another staircase heading up to another level. Wow, I've not actually... Have I been up in one of these towers before? Oh no, I have. Went up one in, I think it was in Forshan, but it was a very new construction. I don't think I've been up one that's quite as old as this. So again, heading around to the right. And the view's getting better. So on each level, we've got these balconies hanging out, we've got the bells on them. It is pretty spectacular. Okay, so in here, another worship area. So each level looks like it has its little worship area. And then another staircase. Have we got another staircase around here? We do. Okay, up we go again. Wow. This is really cool. We see the floorboards of the area above us where the worship area is. I don't know if this is just a tourist thing or if there are still monks or whoever that come and worship. Wow, the view's getting better of the river as we get up over them trees. Astounding. Looking down now, you see we're a long way up. Come up a long way. We see the spotlights down there to light this thing up at night time. Okay, let's guess another worship area through there, and then I'm guessing, yep, another staircase. All right, one more to go. Whew. I think this is the last one. Wait. Okay, and up we are. Okay, much better view down here now. Wow, we're up so high. And looking right down, right around over the city. So I think our hotel is way down this way. That shopping centre we were at last night, I think is just over here somewhere. But a couple of kilometres around there. It's pretty spectacular. Actually, look. This building here looks really nice too. Almost like a European frontage. That's a nice spot. Looks like we might have, oh, we've got a golden Buddha in there. Have we got another set of steps going up another level? Oh, we do. We're not at the top yet. Okay, let's carry on up. Hey. This is really cool. Wow, this floor here has got a big beam running across to hold things in place. So I wonder if that means we're getting to the top floor, top level. Wow. Wow, so here's our skyline of Luoding. Really nice. Oh, this is a different top. Okay, looks like we are at the top. We'll keep going around here just to show you right around the skyline. And we'll go and have a look inside this one, this level. Because yeah, there's no more steps. We are at the top. And then mountains over the back there. Looking spectacular. See these guys running around down the bottom. See how far up we are. This is a good height of a tower. So this is this new area we're looking at. So this went, yeah, right the way through, and then the road, the gates over the far side there. So yeah, those buildings look really, really nice. Definitely want to come back and have a look when this is all done. And then inside here, we have this big, oh, so this is why we had that extra beam up the top, on the floor below us. So that must go up to the spire or whatever they have on the top. And we can see in the brickwork here, a lot of people have carved, I guess, names and stuff in here, which I'm a bit in two minds about. It does look really cool, like the old carvings and stuff. I don't know how old they are, whether they're really old or they're relatively new. But yeah, it sort of does look cool, but if people are doing it today, you know, it's sort of, oh, maybe you shouldn't. So from here, we're actually going to finish up here and say see you next time, because I'm exhausted. It's been a long walk this morning. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little trip up here and around Luoding. We will have more to come, more videos to come, but for now I need to get back to the hotel, have a rest. It's really hot out here. So thanks for watching, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. If you have any questions, comments, hit us up down there in the comment section. If you have anything you'd like to learn about life here in China, Jiaqing specifically, but also, as you can see, we do get out and travel around from time to time. So yeah, more general questions are fine as well. If you've got questions about life here in China, hit us up in the comment section down there. And yeah, you come up with a good idea, we'll look at going away, making a video for you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe. I'm going to try and work my way back down off this tower, and we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.